There are people that come to YouTube and after a while they are tired. They don't want to be online anymore. They just want to do something else. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you've been making videos for a while and decide, you know what, I'm going to leave my videos for now, I'm going to do something else. There are a lot of folks that did that. But what if someone just disappears from YouTube just like that? Now, of course, if someone decides, you know what, I'm going to leave my channel because I don't want all this attention, because I don't know how to deal with all this attention. Well, that's a legitimate reason. Some people don't know how to deal with attention. They don't. And once they get a lot of attention, they're overwhelmed and they flee. So that happens. But apart from that, when someone suddenly disappears from YouTube or from any type of online platform just like that, suddenly, it's never just because they're fed up, they want to do something else. Especially not if they were successful and if they had benefits with what they were doing. If they were reaching people, if they were helping out people, if they had any type of benefit with their online platform, they will not suddenly disappear just like that. Either their channel is terminated by YouTube for violating community standards, or their channel has been taken down due to some court order or whatever. Or it can be that something bad happened to that individual. Now, I'm not going to sensationalize this by automatically thinking that something bad happens. No. But just realize the following. Nobody in this world can get a platform and not receive resistance for that platform. Nobody, whether you're a believer or unbeliever. Online platforms are something relatively new in human history. Millions have an online platform now, reaching many people. So it has become something common. There is one risk with online platforms. You don't know who is watching you. You don't. If you're in a room, then you can decide who enters the room and who doesn't. If it's in a public space, you can put a fence and people have to pay to get a ticket to see you. But online, you don't know who is watching you, who's at the other end of the internet stream. It can be a classmate, it can be an aunt of yours, or it can be some creep that's about to unload his or her violence. You don't know. Now, that doesn't have to be a problem, but realize that anytime you get some type of influence in this world, there will be naysayers that will come against you. That's just the way it is, because this is the world. People rather tear you down than build their own stuff. Let me repeat, some people prefer to tear you down than to look at themselves and to make efforts in their lives. And sometimes when people are so frustrated, they may even want to terminate your existence altogether. Now, I don't know about the YouTubers in these cases over here, but I can tell you one thing for sure. And I'm not relating to online platforms right now. I'm just talking about things in daily life now. Anytime anyone disappears, ask yourself who benefits from them being gone. Ask yourself that one question. Who benefits from having them gone? Because the one that benefits of having them gone is likely to be involved in them being gone. That's how the cops operate when they're looking for a suspect in a crime. They look at who benefits from the bad that happened. So, what I'm teaching you here is to look beyond a situation. And you may say, but Rashid, how do you look beyond the situation? You don't know everything. You don't have to know everything. Just check the context of what happened. Let's say that, I'm not talking about YouTube now, let's talk about daily life. You have a colleague, and all of you are on good terms with one another as colleagues. One day, the colleague resigns from office and he or she is gone. Let's say it's a she. She's gone. She quit her job. She never told anyone she was quitting her job. And then later, someone finds out that she is with a guy. And then people thought, okay, she's with a guy. Why did she have to quit her job to be with this guy? If she has a new boyfriend, she's a guy she wants to marry, okay. We don't force her to tell all her stuff to us. We're just colleagues. But come on, why do you have to quit your job for that? So people sense that something's off. But then another question to ask is, okay, so she quits her job. Now she has a guy. She just quit her job just like that. Who is this guy that she's with? Obviously, this thing happened at the same time she got involved with this guy. And now she's involved with this guy. She suddenly quits her job and nobody knows anything about her anymore. And then you check the guy and you figure out, oh, this guy, he has no online presence whatsoever. And then you do a little bit of research, a little bit, and you figured out that this guy was fired 2 years ago due to fraud. And then, you figured out what's going on. This woman got involved with a scam artist, and she, also being narcissistic, enables the guy. So both planned something, and it either didn't work out, or it did work out, but now she couldn't afford to keep that job because people may figure things out about her. So she left. Now you understand why she left. When people just disappear, always ask who benefits from it. And if you can't answer who benefits from it, then ask yourself, is there a reason why they would like to disappear? Because sometimes people disappear because there's something they're hiding that they don't want to come out. And if someone disappears and you think that maybe they have a reason to disappear, then reflect back on the things they said. Because one thing that any experienced investigator will tell you is that there is no such thing as a perfect crime. There is no such thing as a bulletproof cover-up. Any cover-up and any crime will come to the light one way or the other. Maybe not immediately, it may be a decade or a century later, but it will come out. When someone disappears because they have something that they're hiding, you can always find clues that they were hiding something, but what they were saying before they disappeared. That is why it's very important to pay attention to what people are saying. Pay attention to what people are saying. Because the human mind works like this. When a human being plans or intends to do something that goes against their design, that goes against safety, they want someone to enable them because it's something unnatural they're doing. Going against your own safety and going against your own design is unnatural. Going against safety of the community is absolutely unnatural. So anytime someone intends to do something that goes against their common sense, they need someone to enable them. They can't do it all on their own. They need permission, quote unquote, from others to do it. Even though they're the ones doing it, they need some reliance in doing that thing that they shouldn't be doing. So that's why they will always hint that they're about to do something, but you don't catch the hint because they don't openly say it. Let's say that someone got involved with, let's say you have a woman that got involved with a married man. And she intended to take the married man away from his wife and children so that she can have a life of ease and relief with him. She may not openly come and say, hey, you know guys, or you know girls, I encountered this man, he's quite handsome, but he's married, but you know what, I don't care, he's good for me, I want to take him. If she would come out and say that, and everyone would look at her and think, woman, are you out of your mind? He's married. Even if his marriage is crap, even if he's about to divorce, do you seriously think that he'll be all that to you? I mean, come on, think about what you're doing to his family. Think what you're doing to the community. Think what you're doing to yourself. If a man is willing to throw away his family like that just to be with you, he doesn't love you, he's fleeing. And when he's fleeing, he will take his violence with him to you. So nobody in the right mind would clap their hands and give applause to that woman for being transparent like that. So she will not say that. She will likely say something like, okay, what if you meet a guy but he's already in a relationship? She may start the topic so that people begin to talk about it. And let's say people say what they feel about it. Some would say, well, if he's already in a relationship, he should just be honest and quit it, or he must quit his relationship first. So everyone gives their view on it. And by doing this, she has tested the ground to see how people would react to what she intends to do. And once she sees that nobody is open to receive what she's about to do, then one day she'll just disappear without any explanation. And everyone will be focused on she disappeared, what happened to her. Seldom will people think, you know what, let's reflect back on what she said or did before she disappeared. Because if people would do that, they would realize, she started a topic about what if a man's already in a relationship and she meet him. Oh, so maybe she's involved with the husband of someone else or the boyfriend of someone else. Maybe that's why she disappeared, because she has something to hide that she doesn't want us to find out. It can also be a man that does something that shouldn't be done and he tested the ground before, and now because he's almost finished with the operation or because he can't hide anymore, he disappears. When it comes to people that disappear, always ask constructive questions. Don't go into your emotions by either denying what happened or ignoring it, or by overthinking and overfeeling what may have happened. Ask constructive questions. Be at peace.